fearful people, people that are afraid, can be vicious. And pretty much most people walking the earth are afraid. You want to include yourself in that? Probably not. Unless you get quiet. Yeah, I just thought of a movie. Sandra Bullock was in it and had a really good line in it. In Crash, there's a lot of stars in that. Sandra Bullock had a good line. It said, she played a hard mom. She was hard. She was tough, you know. She was angry at her husband. She was angry, you know. Angry woman, man. She was a bitch, okay? And so she called somebody that she confided in, maybe a sister, and her sister said, how are you? She said, she had just got robbed. She said, I'm scared all the time. And if you happen to get quiet, you may realize that you're scared all the time too. But you don't want to see that. And that may be intimidating to tell you that. And you might not want to get quiet, but you can, because there's peace there. There's peace in knowing that you're being and you're allowing anything that is dark, anything that is heavy, anything that is a burden that would weigh you down is coming forth and coming out of your life. If you've been a victim in this life, the things that I'm talking about sound like a quick fix, but they're not. They're a process. And they only begin after you get the treatment that you need to get through some kind of psychiatrist, psychoanalyst, psychotherapist. And that person should be a person that's not going to judge you and think to themselves, wow, this person's really needs help. Because what they're saying is, I really need help. But they're not recognizing that they do, because they're judging you. So you need somebody that won't judge you. But if you've been through trauma, and you've been through whatever, rape, beatings, and whatever it may be, that needs to be taken care of. You have to see the proper people, or it could be could be books, could be spiritual books, could be a spiritual guide, could be a parent, a brother, or somebody that really can listen, open-minded people, somebody who can listen, and then you can talk things out like that. You know, but things need to be resolved. You can't go hanging on to guilt and anger and hate. And you know, I know when people have hate because they speak it. They may speak behind somebody's back and real clever with cynicism, and it hurts them. Oh, that guy, you just really hurt yourself. You don't know that, see, because you're too busy doing. You can't get in touch with reality. What I'm telling you is the truth. It's only one path. There's 1,000 paths that lead to where I'm taking you. And I'm taking you to the top of the mountain, and from there you're going to fly. You know, a prophet is not without honor in his own country. So, certain people I've known in my life will look at me like, where's this guy coming from? Because you don't know where I've been for the last 30 years. While you've been doing your thing, I've been seeking truth, trying to find out an answer. Because the Catholic Church told me that if I died in my mortal sin, I'd burn in hell for billions and billions and never-ending years. So I had to find an answer. So that's what I did. When I lived in the streets, that was all part of finding the answer. You know, I take responsibility for what happened to me. I take responsibility for my craziness because it was all part of my search to become what I'm becoming now. I'm becoming very sane. And I recognize that I have been insane. I recognize everybody else as being insane also. Unless they love everybody unconditionally and, you know, and accept everybody as they are, and can be in the process of ceasing to judge people by what they do or the way they look, stinky stuff. Everybody's pretty much that way, unless you are on a path to enlightenment, to be enlightened, to lighten up, to get lighter, so you can move a little bit freer. I don't mean move to do, I mean move to be who you are. So let me look at this message and see how it is, okay?